Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. O cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine will. Your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear, and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence now and forever. And illuminate my path with your divine will. But what it says is your divine light. So, miscommunication. All right. What does miscommunication mean? So we can all be on the same page. Alright, so we on a repeat. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It will totally mean the world to me. O cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I'm unafraid. For your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine will. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your light. For I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence now and forever. So now, what actually just happened is I did it again, but this time I did it intentionally because it got changed. The reason why it got changed is because I was on this platform. I actually thought that I had turned on everybody at the same time, but I didn't. So I gave the first message to you guys because y'all were here. And then when I turned on the next platform, they ended up getting the message, but they got a different message. So it's being written down, and it was written down as, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will. So a miscommunication happened. What is the difference? And so it is words, right? Will, light, the definition of both. So we need to know the definition of miscommunication, the definition of will, the definition of a light, right? And the reason being, because there was a miscommunication. All right, so I'm asking right now, what does miscommunication mean? And I'm going to ask it from a couple of different platforms because I'm going to go to Google and ask it. I'm going to go to chat and ask it. Because Google was the normal, natural way, you know, as before. That's what everybody relied on. Now, all of a sudden, everybody is relying on the chat. And mind you, I am a little wet because I've been outside, so I'm a little sweaty. I was learning lessons from the universe, okay? So the universe taught me today and showing me, I went outside to do a little gardening, right? So I haven't been out there attending to nothing. The yard needs to cut and some other stuff, but you know, hey. When I get out there, I quickly noticed that this shit needs some water. It ain't rained in a minute, but you know, it must have stormed because literally there was a tree knocked down, right? A whole big ass tree. Anyway, what I noticed is some of the leaves were dead and needed to be cut down because the season has changed and it's time to, you know, turn them over and get into something different, right? And plant something different or do something different. Something else is time for it to grow. So what I always do is I clip the stuff, I throw the shit back in there. Because, you know, let it feed itself, right? Nutrients and everything, let it go back into the earth, into the new stuff. So what ends up happening is I noticed that I have a watermelon that is growing, you know, pretty nice. But there's a lot of dead stuff that's around it. So what's happening is that the... Hold on, y'all. All right, so what is happening is that the dead vines are taking nutrients from the good thing that's growing, and the dead stuff don't need to be around there. Then there's weeds or, you know, that's crowding it out. And so you have to get rid of, you know, some of the attachments. So when I went to go look at the watermelon, it was weird because it's growing out of the ground, and it just grew there all on its own. I didn't plant this, it just grew there. So a seed must have dropped there or something. And then it came out and then it went off in different directions. So it started from one plant and it grew many different vines. So this would be like the people. So there's one plant, many different vines. And so the vines that are shooting off going the other direction are dead. are dying, because you know some of it was, the main source of it was green, but the leaves on it was brown black. So at first I started cutting off the leaves and throwing the leaves back in there, but then I started tracing the lines. Like, do these lines even need to be here? These lines don't need to be here. Some of these lines don't need to be here. That's a thing. And so in order to help feed this thing, the thing that's growing, the actual seed, the fruit, all the dead stuff around it has to be cut off. And you can take that in any way you know, you deem necessary. Do with that information what you will. All right, so miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
It says it's a failure to communicate adequately. There was a clear evidence of miscommunication between the surgeon and the anesthesiologist, but anesthesiast is what they have, so they got it right. Differences between dialects are reflected in miscommunications. It's like when I say I don't like the text, because texts can be conveyed in many different ways. A person may think you said something, and if the tone and pitch and everything else is attached to it when you're speaking to them, then they could kind of know, like, you know, there's a thing that, a video that I posted before, and it was the ladies explaining how there's different meanings behind the word bitch, okay? And if you say it like this, then it means this, and if you say it like this, it means this, and it, you know, so there is a thing. What you will communicate with somebody, with this person, because this person is cool with you, you might not convey or do that with another person that ain't so cool with you, right? All right. So miscommunication could also explain how certain things over time have happened, right? So if a word gets left out, or if a word gets moved around, even by the slightest accident, because initially when I read it, that's the way I read it. I just happened to catch it myself, like, oh shit. Mind you, again, the universe is letting me know, like, there's stuff that's happening and these people don't understand it, and certain people be so quick to kind of, and all of us do it. So I'm not gonna say it is a specific nothing. It is, everybody has done it. I don't care what you say, everybody has done it. The universe is showing us right now that there's a miscommunication, or there has been a miscommunication. So I'm gonna show y'all something. So the thing that I'm gonna show you is a group of people that are outside right now, and I don't know what their religion is. I honestly don't know what's happening, but something in the comments triggered me to say, this is the second time. It's the reason I restarted my phone. I wasn't able, and then it jumped. All right, it's a reason I started restarting my phone. I wasn't able to text. Okay, so get to the video.
Security check.
Okay, so
no, for real. Her too, her purse.
okay, so the video I'm going to show you is of a group of people. They are doing a ceremony worshiping the sun, because in their timeline, this is like a new year or something, and I could be explaining it all the way wrong. Everything is intentional, okay? So take it how it resonates. You ever played that game where it is, you whisper something to somebody, and then by the time it get to somebody else and down the line in like 5 or 10 chairs, it's the wrong sentence? Okay, same. This could be the wrong sentence, but either way, So in their culture, they believe in. I'm gonna read it to you word for word what the person said, but the person could not even be nobody linked to anything that's pertaining to this whole entire thing. But this is a thing, okay? Because remember, when the energy is being dispersed, if you are a receiver or even like an antenna and able to, pick up the information in any way, shape, or form, then this could be why certain things are being broadcast, because remember I said certain groups are doing this, certain groups are doing that, and all types of other shit, right? So it says, in case you don't understand what's happening here, this is not about the rapture, but Americans gathered here to welcome the new dawn, to greet the sun as we concentrate the new year. Concentrate the new year. Maybe he was supposed to say consecrate, but he said concentrate the new year. It's called the birth of the sun. All right, so two things happening. He could be totally lying, because again, people just are allowed to put anything anywhere and say any damn thing at this point in time, and not even have to fact check anything. But the thing that has gotten me is, and the thing that is being brought to the message table, is miscommunication. Sometimes a lie and miscommunication is the equivalent of the same exact thing. And I don't know how to kind of maneuver through it, so let's pray that I give it to you the way it need to be given. So if the only thing I know is what I was told, what I was taught, and I can't go find no other documentation on nothing else, then I'm going to have to stand on the fact that what I know is true. And going past what I know to be true, because, whatever they taught me, because they thought it may have been true, right? But then I grow up into my own entity, my own being. And then I determine that it don't even feel right. It don't feel right. It don't sound right. It ain't right. Something in my body, something in my spirit is telling me it's not right. But why did these people not feel it either? Why did these people think that it was okay enough to stand on it, to reteach it, reiterate it over and over and over again, and nobody thought to question it, nobody deemed to question it other than me? And then it could still be all fucked up. It could still be all wrong. But God is not wrong. It's the people that's attached to the situation that either are miscommunicating the message, or just creating their own story, meaning taking away everybody else's free will and just doing what thou will. And they're creating their own story and doing what thou will, then are they wrong? Because it's a thing, and yes, I would think so, but are they wrong? Because if it's free will and people are allowed to do whatever it is they want to do, but how did they restrict you from utilizing your free will the way that they utilize their free will? And it's just the thought pattern or the thought process of, each situation. But miscommunication says they think these people are standing out here for the rapture, but meanwhile, these people are out here celebrating something that these other people don't know anything about, but they're making up, whatever they want to in the comments. And I don't know either, because clearly they gave no, context on, so I could be making up my own shit as well. But meanwhile, once the message gets delivered, it gets put into the universe, and then it turns into sheer chaos. So some of the other comments say, now imagine the collective walk of shame back home, because they don't clearly believe it. At some point, we're going to be honest about Christianity. Now I understand why Africa was so easily colonized. The ride home must be a hella awkward. I don't understand how grown adults can be so easily influenced. The son trying to figure out what's going on. The person who started the rumor after. Them 5 hours screaming at the son. Who is responsible for guiding everybody's mamas into the woods to have them scream at the son? Jesus realizing he forgot about today's rapture. Hey, burgers are free. So the point of this whole entire thing is does anybody really know who's right or wrong about anything that is happening right here? Is everybody new to this situation? Is everybody not understanding that everybody is under whatever the fuck this is? Everybody is collectively under it, and everybody is collectively spreading it, and everybody is collectively doing it. Is anybody realizing fucking that? They done tapped into some far away more than a person just changing your phone number or phone or social network. How about also just changing everybody's mindset? Because at this point, if everybody does not realize like the collective energy needs to be a whole lot better, I mean, pretty soon, if everybody don't wisen up and straighten up and realize like it's all of us are having whatever. If they saying they're delusional, they also, if we're saying they're delusional, they are saying we're delusional because we don't see what they see. Everybody's under the influence of whatever the fuck this is. How it happened, how it started, how long it's been. But if y'all are not paying attention to the things that are really truly being uncovered, and then guess what? They're making it, trying to even fuck that up, because I did this thing right where it was a little test as to be able to see if you can spot AI or a real life thing. I got one wrong, right? But even that one was so fucked up, like it looked real. It looked real. All of it looked real. The thing that got me, it was just something that keeps showing up to me that I keep seeing over the AI that makes me, you know, automatically say, okay, that's the AI. But it looks real. It looks real. And if I can convince y'all that y'all don't have a blessing, or y'all don't have hope, or y'all don't have faith, or there is nothing better, if I can convince you of that, gotcha. But if I also can convince you that, you know, the world is amazing and blessed, and there's so much more than just what the images are being shown. There's blessings, there's miracles, there's wonders, there's, y'all, your heart's desire. Same as on the other side. Gotcha. But which side would you rather, you know, want to play out on? Because you already dealing with, you know, their shit. You already dealing with the shit. I need for everybody to pay attention. Just because somebody thinks a way, feels a way, so what? So what? But collectively, can you figure out why is it so much? You know it don't feel right to you. It don't feel right to nobody. Everybody's just doing what they doing because we doing what they doing. But do you not realize that everything is existing? Love is existing, y'all. Love, love, love. Light, happiness, outside, the sun, vegetables, fruit, gardens, birds, like oceans. People out giving gratitude to Mother Nature, but being accused of, these people ain't said nothing as to what the hell other than I was just outside enjoying the sun. I was outside enjoying nature. I was outside feeling blessed, listening to the birds, cutting out weeds, clearing my energy, clearing my area. And then all of a sudden, it was a thing. We got to talk. We need to talk. So somebody may need to talk. There's something, because I kept also hearing they didn't say that. Like they didn't want you to think that. So listen, I feel like if everybody's going through whatever everybody's going through, right? And the thing is, somebody said something to me the other day. Everybody's going through something, right? I didn't like their choice, so don't include me into that, right? Mind you, the person didn't mean anything by it, but collectively, we kind of all got lumped together. I understand why, because I know, what people think, right? People think that they know da 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 this, da 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 that, da 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 da. They don't know what you hold in your spirit. They might not know the richness that you hold in your soul. They may not know the richness that you have, whatever. I took a picture of a symbol clear as day in the sky, then across yesterday. Because the universe is giving the signs. And so this is why I'm saying, like, I've been making sure that I've been checking everybody, like, don't speak nothing crazy over top of me, because at this point, like, I don't know what y'all get ready to do, but I'm not doing that. Like, whatever it is that, I'm not doing that. I feel blessings and abundance and things of that nature. I feel free. I feel alive. I feel like I be feeling a lot, because even on the other side, when certain things, I see certain things, I be feeling a fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel a lot. But also in the process of that, the mode that I love is, I was talking to somebody like 20 minutes ago, and I was saying, I'm always giving motivational all the time, right? Because I don't give a fuck what we going through. There's always something on the other side. That's a distraction from this good shit that's supposed to be happening to you anyway. So, so as I'm speaking to the person and I'm saying what I'm saying, a butterfly, a big one, comes out of nowhere and just glides right on by. And so I made note to tell the person, I said, look, the butterfly just went by. So we still having a conversation. I'm still saying what I'm saying. It was hot as balls because we was in my garage. It was hot as balls. All of a sudden, the wind just came through in such a way that was so calm and peaceful. When I said, did you see how the air just changed? Like, we are people who can speak to the air. I mean, how many times do you even sit and think about doing that, because you be so distracted on, I gotta do this. Most of the time, doing whatever it is you're doing, da 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 this, da 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 that. But when have you taken the time to sit and just speak to the air, to speak to the sun, to go out and give gratitude, to go out? It's people doing it, but they getting mocked and everything else because people don't understand. It's like when they would say, "Oh, you tree huggers, da 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 da." Well, if not for nothing, it's enough hate running around here. Like, can we institute and input, a little bit of love? People are mad at God. People are mad at God and not mad at themselves. Why are you not mad at yourself? Kill, steal, destroy. We already gave you the image of who is who, what is what. But somehow, kill, steal, destroy keeps being unaccountable for their things. Again, I ain't judging, because apparently everybody is necessary at this moment in time, at this juncture. I'll be questioning why, because in my mind, I'll be thinking, God, you can't do nothing. Like, why we got to deal with, God be like, watch your mouth and go on and get. And but I didn't question, like, 30,000 times, because in my mind, like, what are we doing here? We can get this place cleaned up real quick. Send everybody to the universe that they want to go to. They want to be, doing this. Show them what that feel like. Like, give them that and give them, whatever it is. These people want to do that. Give them exactly whatever that is. I be thinking it's easy. But so y'all should be lucky I'm not it, because it would only have took one destruction for me to figure out, oh, clearly they got me fucked up. Clearly they're not thankful for what I gave them. Clearly they don't like it there, since they want to keep polluting and put them on a planet where, when they do that, they the ones that, and the only ones that have to breathe it. I like that idea. I should write that into a movie or into a book, huh? But why I got to deal with it? Because God, I just said I like mangoes and sun and pineapples and ocean and like natural things. Can Lord, that I'm out here voting for peace. I'm out here voting that the kids, allowed to be allowed to be kids, and they get the adventures of running in a fucking field and catching lightning bugs, because I used to run in fields and catch lightning bugs. Oh my God, have you ever done it? We was even mindful enough to know that you got to put holes in it, because otherwise they're not going to be able to breathe, although they still don't belong in them jars, but you live and you learn. I was a child that was able to see crab apples or trees of fruits and things of that nature. I know what honeysuckles smell like. That's not important anymore. But it is. It is. Human kindness, human decency and kindness is free. It's free. And there's so many people that keep saying, I want to change the algorithm. I want to change this. I want to change the mankind. But y'all are liars. Y'all are liars. Let me tell you, I done had multiple people call me, right? And it's funny because then a girl posted this. She literally posted this, and she said the exact same shit that I said. And this is how y'all do the universe. This is how y'all do the world. So she said, oh, well, in my case, I'm going to just tell you, but this is what she said. She said exactly what I'm about to explain. So I get a phone call yesterday. Everybody says, and mind you, this is multiple people. So the person that's watching this, don't think I'm just talking about you, because you was one too, but, at least you do share. But I had more. So they call and they say, oh, I see your content, all over the place. Da-da-da-da-da. You're doing a good job. Well, you know how the sound comes in and well, why you ain't sharing my shit? Mind you, this is my daddy, so I'm gonna just tell y'all, because I can tell y'all it's my own damn daddy, right? I said, why you not liking and sharing my stuff then? He says, because he was telling me about somebody else. He says, I don't know what the fuck he said, but what I said to him was, you can't say you proud of me and you not sharing my stuff. Mind you, I'm not asking for you to, do anything other than share it, like it, get it past you, give it to your friends. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I have. Because if you saying you seeing it, why I don't see a like from you? Why I don't see a share from you? Why I don't see something from you that says you're supporting my movement, you're supporting me, right? So mind you, just think about in life, and that was just simple. But the girl said people will say that they care about you, they love you, they support you, but meanwhile they don't be supporting you, because it's an action, right? People that support you. So I told her, I wrote on her thing. I didn't know her. I just happened to see it, and I told her, shit, I got the same phone call, because she said that's what they called and said. I said I got the same phone call a few times yesterday. So it must have been a thing in the system that was showing, like, these are also, I don't know if we want to call them red flags, but these are also things that, we are very clearly aware of. We see them. But do y'all also know what happens behind that? Because there is going to be a day and time very soon, right? That all of a sudden it'll be on every damn day. Oh, we noticing that this is going up, this, that, going. They'll see me a whole lot, right? And they'll see the amount of attention and time that other people put into me outside of them, right? But mind you, these are people who are supposed to be here right away because, like, you my daddy, so nigga. But even the people that he was telling me about, so I ended up saying to something to him about one of my cousins and some other shit because he was talking about them. So tell them motherfuckers too. And my dad was like, ho, don't be talking to me like that. And I'm like, I ain't cussing at you. I'm cussing with you. But you know what I'm saying? Because again, but I'm allowed to talk. I'll be talking to my dad about a lot of shit, right? So there's that. But anyway, yeah. Tell them too. Because I see all my cousins like, y'all, literally, I come from a family that is fucking huge. So at the end of the day going to end, and I ain't gonna act like when I come to any family function or any family gathering, because this is what I was saying to him. Any function or any family gathering, that any one of them niggas is there, and I'm not gonna be saying what I'm gonna be saying. And mind you, I'm gonna be saying it sober. So y'all ain't gotta worry about me, whatever it is. I'm gonna be saying it to you, all y'all to y'all face, soberly, so that way y'all can understand the amount of, like, what type of family are y'all really? But again, has nothing to do with nothing, because they don't have to. They don't have to. They do not have to. But also, I don't have to believe a damn thing that they say in the process either. So let's be very aware and very apparent that everybody's role is we can all freely do whatever we want to do. So they don't have to. I know they don't have to, but that don't stop me from not even saying it, because don't try playing my face and act like I don't see that is a thing. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you call people on their stuff, it's almost like you are the problem because they don't have to do it, but they still want you to think that they support you and they love you. But you don't support me and love me because you can't even do something that's free. It don't matter about anybody's anything. Everybody has free will to say, feel, do, act, however. But a miscommunication comes in when you're saying one thing, or the body language, or the, because that's a thing too. People say one thing and then do another. And when they doing the action is, normally the truth. Anyway, this action was looked at and miscommunicated probably in 9,000 different ways, but let's see, what else was we discussing? Because I gotta make sure that's that Pisces insect, two fireflies. Yeah, but how many kids even get to even have those experiences? Just think about the experiences that y'all had that, a lot of kids won't have. I like jacks, and I'm gonna get me a pair of jacks too, but yeah, Jax was amazing. It's like playing, games like, do y'all play Twister or any of those types of games? Like when y'all get with y'all people and all that, and it's like, fun. Do y'all play games like that? Monopoly, Candyland, or is that too much? Because, they got the new drunk games and things of that nature. So, I ain't nothing wrong with them. I would play them too, but, and y'all, let me think, what else? So we were supposed to look up will and light, because whatever the miscommunication was, the word got swapped around, and that was also what happened. So meaning of, so miscommunication means when the message between two or more people is not received the way it was intended. So on chat, it says miscommunication means when the message between two or more people is not received the way it was intended. The words used weren't clear. The tone changed the meaning. The listener interpreted it differently than the speaker meant it. Important parts of the message were left out. Spiritually, miscommunication can also mean the energy signals between people or even you and the universe are getting crossed. like static on a radio. It shows up when hearts aren't fully open. Mind you, something happened on this thing because then I didn't even realize you can change the color. It went to green. That was your heart chakra. When assumptions are made or when patience is missing. At its root, miscommunication is simply a disconnect between intent and understanding. All right, so what does the meaning of... So are those the same thing? Did they have the same meaning? Did Google match what chat said? There was clear evidence of miscommunication between the third... Oh, hold on, let me go up. Let me go down, I guess. Miscommunication is the failure of communicating clearly the intended message or idea. It may be a social inability, a communication barrier, or a lack of alignment of agents' intellectual state. Okay, so it sounds the same to me. Okay, so let me ask it this. What does will mean? First of all, let me ask it this. What is the etymology of this word? Because this is another thing that keeps being a thing. The term miscommunication originates from the prefix mis, meaning faulty or erroneous, combined with communication. It has been in use since at least 1959 and refers to the failure to convey messages accurately, leading to misunderstandings or confusion. The word reflects a broader understanding of communication barriers and the importance of clear expression and conveying intended messages. All right, so 1959, mis meaning faulty or erroneous. Okay. It's always meant the same thing, apparently. Let me see. One more sighting. Let me get a second opinion on that. Faulty or erroneous communication, same damn thing. Okay, but they got the same layout as this. So let me see over here. Let me ask them because something... Old English meaning wrong, bad, mistaken, wrongly. Communicate from Latin communication means to share, make comment, impart. So miscommunication literally means the act of wrongly sharing or making comment. All right, so we already have discussed that the right thing on the way, so is the wrong thing. All the information that was coming in, all the information that was being sent out needed to go out faster, but it was also not being fact checked. So it was saying that you had to do your own due diligence on making sure that the things that you listened to or the things that you aligned with was fully in alliance with or in alignment with you. That was already stated. So, okay, people don't listen either. So it could also not even be so miscommunication, but it could also be they said not hearing. So I guess that's a part of miscommunication. People don't listen, right? Prime example. I deal with these people every damn day, and so a lot of people will email me or message me about something, right? And everything that these people would need is right here, but they'll come with a whole lot of extra let me see. So a person asked me about a washer, a little portable TikTok washer or something that I got, right? And so on here, okay, I don't know, it's two different conversations taking place here because when I click on it, it looks like he's talking about something else. So he proceeds to say, if it's at the register, it says the amount or the pounds, but I can go in the afternoon. First and foremost, right? It's a picture of the whole entire thing here. I always post a picture of the boxes and everything else, right? So that way everybody can see what I see on the actual thing. But what happens is nobody goes and looks on, and in this case, it's my fault because it ain't even there. But anyway, nobody normally goes and looks at what is posted. They'll ask me 9,000 fucking questions, and now to the tune of where I just stop asking any question. Like if they ask me something and I know it's posted, I ain't gonna answer you. So now I gotta answer him because I'm wrong. Anyway, but it happens a lot, right? You know how they used to say, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book? That would insinuate that black people don't read. But that's not true. Black people are some of the most educated people around the world. So for somebody made that statement and it got circulated out into the universe and it's widely known. It's also like there are statements that people will make. What's one of them? Because it's not the whole. There's what does it say? Blood is thicker than water. All right. Just so y'all are very aware, I already taught this class too. So why we're doing this again? But I didn't realize it until now I'm about to say this. So origins of blood is thicker than water. The proverb, as most people know it today, suggests family bonds are stronger than friendships. But the older version flips the meaning. The original saying was, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. This meant chosen bonds, covenants, spiritual kinships, tribes, sacred agreements are stronger than those merely by birth, the womb, and family ties. Do y'all not remember this already happening? Do it again. Over time, people shortened it and the meaning got reversed, turning it into family above all. So this is why a lot of people are loyal to people, places, and things that they should not be loyal to, because miscommunication. Also, remember I said lies? Because people shorten things and not making it into, it's like leaving things out. So yesterday I did a video, right? It's a lie by omission. But also penalties for people not actually doing their due diligence on their own reconnaissances, is that, if that's the word. You have to do your own due diligence in situations. Yeah, they were wrong for putting the information out that way. But yeah, you were wrong also because you should have looked it the fuck up. Now, children are under their parents or their guardians' covenant. So they get taught whatever they're being taught. So they don't know that, you know, everything that their people have been taught is a stone cold ass lie. They're not accountable for the lie. Hey, RJ. But at what point in time do they become accountable? So I don't even really want to say this because it hurts my stomach and I'm disgusted at the fact that the powers dynamics or the people or anyway, some people are, you know, the perversion of life, right? And let me see if I can find this shit because I don't really even want it to come out of my mouth. I just don't even want it in my brain. Like, I'm just disgusted. And I'm probably not going to find it because I don't even know what the who was the talker, the speaker of it, because I was annoyed. Anyway, something about a book, a holy book that is of them, the Jewish people. So I'm gonna say allegedly. Talks about the age of a female and intercourse. I don't like it. Cause why are y'all people like, I ain't judging, God got it, but literally why is that the thing amongst these people? It's strange. It's strange to me that it's just strange. Like, why do you not have a protective spirit? Why do you have a different type of spirit? But again, I can only see from a protective spirit because I only want to be a protective spirit. Take it how it resonates for you. Because being a protective spirit don't mean a weak spirit. That like to kill, steal, destroy, manipulate. I mean, depends upon what it is being used for. Cause again, you know, God got them boys, so I ain't saying nothing. But them, that's some different shit. Because there's always ways of getting things done that you want to get done and not doing that type of stuff. Like what the hell? So Spirit reminds us that soul tribes and contracts and chosen unions often carry a depth even stronger than bloodlines. Honor both, but remember that what is chosen in love can be more powerful than what is inherited. So we make decisions here based off of the, you know, carnal things, maybe, I think that's the word, but not realizing the magic that's also being made in situations when you choose the right things or when you do the right things. Here we get taught, you know, because you got to take care of the kids, you got to take care of the family, you got to do all the things that you need to do, but also spiritually we have to do everything that we need to do as well. And our energy might not know, you know, why we got chosen to do specific things or why we are even, you know, here at this moment in time, in this, whatever the hell this is. For some reason, I just want to tell y'all, do y'all know that I was minding my own business peacefully before all of whatever this was started, and I wasn't mad at my life at all, period. I mean, there was things that I probably could have learned a whole lot faster, but I don't know about y'all, but whatever happened and whoever is responsible, I feel like, you know, God get them. God get them. Because whether or not somebody thinks or deems that, you know, my life is not worth spit or anything else in their, you know, grand scheme of things, it's worth everything to me. And I finally got it to where I can see it, and I'm thankful that I am who I am. I'm thankful that my energy is what my energy is. And whether or not anybody else likes it, I don't give a fuck. But the question would be is to ask yourself, why would you be worried about somebody that is spit? Why would you be worried about any energy that is below you, beneath you, non-existent? Why is it that it pains anybody so bad of certain energies' existence in the world, what they do, how they do it, anything else, when it's a good energy, not trying to interfere or anything else, not trying to take anybody else's free will? Why is it that all the energies that are always trying to take somebody else's free will, energy, time, why is it that those are the energies that, why are y'all so greedy? Why are y'all so energy hungry? Why are y'all so nasty? Why are y'all so, like, why? Because if none of these things matter to you, you should take your energy and go isolate it elsewhere where normally we go. And then y'all go trying to dig us up and fucking with us. And we don't really like that. At least I know I don't. So either way, now we are here. I was finna text you in my head, then the dog and me spoke. Yo, I don't know why I had got off the page. I was on something else, but anyway, so there's a miscommunication. And just so anybody knows or don't know, I love who loves me. I love who loves me. White, black, da 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 da. I love who loves me. Like I said, and I keep pointing out to everybody, it may take a little time for adjustments between, you know, different colors, different races, different ethnicities, because there is a different thing when you grow up a certain type of way. Growing up black is, you know, different. Growing up black is different even in the black community, because you may grow up a hood black, you may grow up a suburban black. There's a very big difference between my older kids and my younger kids. You may grow up a rich black. You may grow up a wealthy black. You may grow up a middle class black. They all different. Because guess what? It's certain places in people's areas and things of that nature. I'm not from here. I'm not going over there. But when I go home, I'm good to go wherever I want to go. Wherever I want to go. I grew up around there. My family's huge there. So I'm fine. I mean, I may even still probably go somewhere that, I, you know, whatever, because I done been places and people will always see me and they'll say, you don't belong around here. Like, get your gas and go. Mind you, when people tell me shit like that, I take it as God saying, they can tell the difference. They can see, you know, it done happened to me multiple times. People will tell me, like, out of nowhere, I'm going in the store. It's 9,000 people around here. But I'm the person that the person looks at and says, ma'am, this ain't where you want to be at, so go ahead and get your stuff and leave. I don't feel no type of way. I don't feel like, you know, oh, I got to be over here hanging out, because nope, I get my shit and I go. I don't know how, you know, Indian people feel. I don't know how, you know, Spanish people, y'all be around too, but I don't know how, you know, that is how y'all people be. That's different. I don't know how anybody outside of the way I was, like, I don't know. I can try to relate, or we can just learn to, you know, get along for what it is. And I'm not opposed to learning nobody else's culture. That's the thing. That's the reason why I learned, you know, different religions, this, that, and the third. I'm not opposed to that. But I'm also not going to, you know, stand idly by and watch anybody trying to erase me at all either. Because I exist. I'm allowed to exist. Okay? I belong. Whether or not anybody cares or not, okay? And so do you. So that goes out to everybody in saying, I never once said or thought that I didn't like anybody. In my mind, when, you know, when we're done and past have, you know, like, I just want to pluck you to the other dimension. That way, I ain't even got to have it in my heart. God know it. And I'd be really thinking it in my brain like it's a powerful thing to be able to, you know, go on and get. But mind you, the thing is, I'll be going on and get. Like, I'll go on and get. People be so mad when you go on and get. Like, why you going in? Why you doing that? Because I need you around here to be able to abuse you. You don't need me around to abuse me, because listen, I know how to go. I know the same way I came, it'll be the same way I leave. All right? You don't got to ask me twice. All you got to do is act like you don't want me around. Okay? But don't try to play in my face and make me think that you want me here, but then you don't want me here. Like, I ain't doing that. Like, come on now. Do you love me or do you don't? Is you is or is you ain't, my baby. Like, I don't know. Either way, do with that information what you will. Now let me go look up this other words, and then that way I can go on and get, because I got shit to do. I am cracking up. Damn, this thing said beautiful question, sister. Yo, what the fuck? All right. Etymology of will, from Old English, willian, to want, to wish, to desire, to intend. Related is Germanic is Willian, Wiljan. I'm assuming that the J is silent. To will, to choose. Rooted in Proto, Indo-European, to wish, to will, to please. The core of will, I will do this. I intend to. I choose to. Okay, so when it was in referencing to, I said, and illuminate my path with your divine will. Align my heart, my actions, my soul with your light. All right, let's fix it. That's not the way it's worded. That's just what was said to y'all over here. Y'all got something different. Let me see. Hold on. Let me save it. Copy. So y'all got, and illuminate my path with your divine will. Align my heart with my actions and my soul with your will. And then I adjusted it. So if y'all over here, y'all group of people was born in 1992, and then these people over here was born in, no, y'all was born in 1972, and y'all people over here was born in 1992, and y'all got two different messages, but y'all thought it was the same. Because the sun is S-U-N and the S-O-N, but meanwhile, it's still kind of messed up, because literally, Jesus ain't God. Do y'all not know that? I mean, he said it himself. I'm interested to know what this is gonna do. Because it could do nothing. The message could still be really the same, but is it going to be? Depending upon a changing of just the two little words that mean good things, but put in the wrong place, does it say the same thing? All right. Let's see. Version 1. And illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart with and my actions with your, hold on. And illuminate my path with your divine light. And align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will. Here, light, guidance, clarity, truth. You're asking to see the way clearly. Then you ask to align it with God's will, the divine plan for the highest order. Version 2, and illuminate my path with your divine will, align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your light. Here, will is what illuminates, suggesting that the plan itself reveals the path. Oh! Then asking to align with light, embodying purity, love, and illumination. Key difference: light first, then will, guidance, and alignment. Version 2, will first, then light, plan, embodiment. Both are beautiful, just slightly different flows of energy. So, free will in this context. Yes, free will is always an option. Free will, you choose how to respond. You can ask for light or will or both, and spirit will honor your choices. Divine will, the greater plan, which allows flow towards the highest good, even if it's beyond our understanding. The sacred dance is we use our free will to align with divine will. That's when the miracles unfold. We asking for a miracle, right? Let me show you how to get one. So if you choose version 1, light and will, and illuminate my path with your divine light, align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, this flows like a lantern in the dark. First you ask to see clearly, light, then you walk in alignment, will. Best if you're seeking clarity, direction, and guidance before making choices. Okay? Version 2, if you choose version 2, and illuminate my path with your divine will, align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your light, this flows like surrendering to the path. The plan itself is the light that guides, and then you embody radiance and light. Best if you are ready for trust, surrender, and flowing with divine plan, even without full clarity. So which one is better? Version 1, because it's clearer, but this just depends on who you are, so take it how it resonates. So for version 1, because it's clear, light equals guidance, will equals alignment. Easy for you to grasp, right? Easy for us to grasp, easy for the students to grasp. For personal devotion and deep surrender, version 2, because it shows higher trust with divine will and light. Divine will is the light. So again, a difference between one ascension and two ascensions. So suppose the mark is, you and this person teamed up, Wonder Twin powers activate. All right. And I chose 1 and the person chose 2. Both of them will get to, high alignment, but different locations. So version 1, because it's clear, light, guidance, will, alignment, easy for students to grasp. Version 2, because it shows higher trust with divine will and alignment. I think I more or less have chosen version 2. I don't know which ones y'all chose, but take it how it resonates. Y'all can say it if you want. Neither is wrong. The better one is the one that feels alive in your heart when you say it. Because to me, I feel like I done said, God, whatever. Because clearly, I don't know. Like, I keep choosing fuck niggas. And then they keep coming in here to fuck up, my shit. I don't want to choose that no more. So I'm going to just surrender fully to God. And God, you figure it out, because clearly I don't know how to choose a nigga, because these motherfuckers all be bums. Take it how it resonates. Or maybe they might think I'm the bum. Either way, I can take it, but let God do it. He said the Book of Enoch is trippy. I know I read the Book of Enoch before. Shit, I be needing to go over some stuff because my brain be having all types of stuff in it. Like, and then you know what happens? They say kick it out, and then something else happens. And then somebody be like, you did this. Nope, but I remember multiple different levels and da-da-da-da-da. But, we can all have a refresher over on everything over and over again and over again. because the amount of stuff that you get downloaded with and the amount of stuff, like, even when your awakening comes, it's like a fucking computer. You go through all of these things, and then it's like, did you remember that? Like, even the Vesica Pisces the other day, like, I done been saying that to y'all multiple times and taught that class numerous amounts of times, but then as soon as it shows itself, I'll be like, what the fuck is that? You know? But mind you, I realized 2 hearts can make the Vesica Pisces too, which means there's magic and miracles happening in love. Go figure. I learned that after the same day we came up with the shit when we was doing a couple days ago, and then mind you, I started making magic. So there's that. Either way, I love y'all. Hopefully I delivered the message fully, and y'all might not see me again today or tomorrow, but if they tell me to come back, okay, I ain't even done shit. We got light to look up. Oh no, we looked it up because literally I did both exchanges. All right, fight the power. I love y'all. I love your friend. I love y'all people. And mind y'all, I'll be talking to myself because I'm my friend, okay? See y'all. Love